Guys, what's up? So this is the part 2 in the learning aids. In the part 1 we talked about how to remember a dreadful list. It's impossible to remember the list. Just watch that video and you'll say, so easy, why haven't we learned it in first 25 years of our lives? So anyways, this will be the part 2, and obviously this is the YouTube channel Unacademy. Do like, share and subscribe. And it will be Mnemonics. That is part 1.2. It is presented by Dr. Roman Seni. Who is he? I don't know. So if you want to read more about Dr. Roman Seni, you can go to his Facebook page, that is facebook.com/romanseni.official. Do like, share and subscribe. If you have any query, you can ask in the comment section below in the YouTube. If you do like our videos, what I want to do is like them there and comment on them and then share them. Is that understood? And by the way, if you haven't subscribed it, please do subscribe to the channel Unacademy. And go to this page also, where awesome videos and content is awaiting you. So before doing anything, we have to learn first how to learn. This is the most important thing. We don't know how to learn. We keep on reading, we keep on revising, rote learning, rote memorization, ratta lagana. This will not work, ma'am. This will not work, sir. There have to be certain tricks which needs to be developed. Why we need learning aids? Because we have limited memory capacity, more evolutionary limit on our cognitive abilities. We're not supposed to remember numbers and facts. Have you ever questioned yourself? We are not supposed to remember them. However, our brain is awesome when it comes to pattern recognition and association, like conditioning or pegging, etc., etc., etc. So please remember, if you want to more about it, do watch the part 1.1 where I am talking about them in details. So these are the topics. This has already been done in part 1.1. This is the part 1.2 for mnemonics, and these all will follow in some times. The most important video will be mind maps and memory palace. So please make sure that you let me know if you want me to make on them. If you know how to build a memory palace, nothing in this world is there which you cannot remember. So anyway, what are mnemonics? What are mnemonics? Please, mnemonics will be something like this. Any learning technique whatsoever which aids information retention is a mnemonic. So what happens is we transform one type of information into other so that brain can retain it better. That's it, nothing else. Everything is mnemonic. Mere conversion aids in forming a long-term memory. If you use mnemonic, what happens is you are already doing your traditional learning, that is remembering, reading, revising it again and again. If you just use mnemonic, what happens is automatically the fact you are converting them aids in forming long-term memory. It's such a big deal. And then mind more easily remembers spatial, personal, surprising, in short, any relatable information very easily, rather than impersonal type of information which is hard to retain, frankly speaking. So these are the basic facts about mnemonics. So I'll be talking about what are the mnemonics now. So first of all, I have my personal favorite, which I called as image mnemonics, or also called as imagination mnemonics, also called as drawing mnemonics. What happens with these mnemonics is that you have to draw something, you have to visualize it in your head. So let's say this is the first mnemonic. This is sun. Okay, so these are the solar system of our planet. So Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, they are all what I called as solid planets, also called as terrestrial planets. So you must be knowing about them. Then Mars and Jupiter are separated by Ceres or asteroid belt. Everyone knows this. That is why they are also called as inner solar system. Just visualize this on your fingers. Then we have Jupiter, then we have Saturn, then we have Uranus, then we have Neptune. By the way, if you are wondering what are these numbers, they are the number of moons. They are the number of moons. So 1 plus 0 for Earth is 1 moon. For Mars there are 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos. Similarly for Jupiter, 4 solid, 63 gaseous. Similarly 7 plus 55, 5 plus 22, 1 plus 12. And finally these are called as gas giants. These are also called as outer solar system. And then we have which are called as Pluto, or what is TNO, by the way, for geography students? TNO is trans-Neptunian objects. So this is one type of image mnemonic. Then another type of image mnemonic जो बचपन में बहुत use किया है, that we call as knuckle mnemonic. Knuckle नहीं कर रहे, we are not cheating. Their knuckles are the knuckles. These are called as knuckles. So these are how we remember that which month has 31 days. So January has 31 days, then March, then May, then July, then August, then October, then December. It's just a small trick, but still sometimes we forget that which month has 31 days. So just visualize by this. Another example of image mnemonics is used in medical science a lot. A lot is used in medical science. So let's say, what are the symptoms of diabetes? India is the diabetic capital of the world. More than 10 million people suffers from diabetes in this part of the world. So there it will be acting on central system, where it will cause increase thirst, increase food habits, and you just want to eat, you just want to drink, you are lethargic. Then you have weight loss. Then respiratory is like increased breathing, so fruit like smell comes. Then eyes have blood vision, also it can cause retinopathies. Then breath, smell of acetone, it's a fruit like smell. Then gastric, you can have abdominal pain. Then obviously we know there is lot of urine formation, so it's like polydipsia, polyphagia, polyuria. So this is an example of image mnemonic. So these were, so just run your imagination wild, imagine whatever you want, and you'll feel that you can remember most of the stuff, man. It's very easy, it's not hard, it's easy, anyone can do it. Then we have, which are called as name mnemonics or acronyms. Acronyms means just pick up the first letters and make a mnemonic. They are not that good quality mnemonics because it's difficult to remember the name. Let's say this is a mnemonic, okay. So we start with M and M. So it's difficult which M refers to which, but anyways, they have been used traditionally in traditional sense. These are what we call as mnemonics. So this is a mnemonic for my very easy method, just speeds up naming planets. So obviously we are naming planets. So that is, from Sun is this side and Pluto is this side. So we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. So these are the 8 planets plus one trans-Neptunian object. Similarly, dumb kids prefer candy over fancy green salad. So that is extremely useful in your life sciences, that is biology, that is domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus and species. So this is has to be remembered in an order. Dumb kids prefer candy over fancy green salad. Kids put cat on fiery gas stove. Whatever you want to remember by it. It's absolutely simple. Is that understood? My very eager mother just served up nachos. Is that understood? My very eager mother just served us nachos. It's as simple as that. You can remember by whatever you want. Kids put cat on fiery gas stove. Then again we have this spring forward, fall back. So there are certain countries like USA where they have daylight time saving. What happens is, when spring comes, they just forward it by 1 hour, and when fall comes, that is autumn comes, they just put it reverse by 1 hour, that is back. So it's as simple as that. Spring forward, fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back. Then there are 5 Great Lakes in United States of America. They are can be remembered by homes. That is Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie and Superior. Lake Huron, Lake Ontario, Lake Michigan, Lake Erie, Lake Superior. Then of course I am a doctor, so medical science has to come. She looks too pretty, try to catch her. And nothing to do with the statement per se, but just forget it and just remember the first letters. So this refers to the 8 wrist bones. I'll not be naming them, but just fastly: scaphoid, lunate, triquetrum, pisiform, trapezium, trapezoid, capitate and hamate. Then Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. So they are the strings in guitar. See, so much variety you can use mnemonics for. We started from where? Biology, geography. Then we have like again like lakes of different countries and medical science, then strings and guitar. Then finally we have Vibgyor, or obviously most of you remember violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow and orange and red. So they are the 7 colors of rainbow. So this is E, A, D, G, B, E. Is that understood? They are the strings in guitar. So moving forward, we have connection mnemonics. It's extremely important. Please focus. These are the mnemonics which you will be making the most. They are the most important mnemonics. So let's say we have snowdrop. So what is snowdrop? This is snowdrop. So have you heard about blotting techniques? If you have not heard, please refresh your life sciences, because UPSC will ask a lot. S is referring to southern blot. So north is northern blot. 0 का कट गया तो यहाँ पे भी कट गया, and this is western blot. So we have, for this is for DNA, this is for RNA and this is for protein. As simple as that. Snowdrop. So you must have heard about western blot. It is done for HIV confirmation test. So HIV can be confirmed only by western blotting test, and it utilizes the protein of HIV. Similarly, there is southern blotting test for DNA and northern blot for RNA. It's as simple as that. Snowdrop. अब कभी नहीं बोलोगे जिंदगी में, वरना always you are confused between which is which. Then longitude and latitude, so common confusion among, I am telling you. So longitude N, N means north. So anything which goes north south is longitude. Is that understood? They are long. They appear very very long. And lat is fat or flat. That is, it's around equator. So that is like fat or flat. flat runs from east to west. So now you will not forget longitude versus latitude. Similarly, we have this axis, this is called as y-axis, this is called as x-axis. So y is vertical, vertical is y, and x is horizontal. YV, VY, YV, VY. Just as simple as that. Vertical is equals to y-axis. They are called as connection mnemonics. Similarly, we have rhyming mnemonics. Since there are various spellings like believe, which is spelled something like this. However, receive is spelled like this. So we just don't know. Similarly, way is spelled like this. So where I comes before E comes before I. So there is a simple rule of thumb. So I will be before E, like I will be before E, except after C. As simple as that. Is that understood? So this is a C. So I is before E except after C. So believe and receive. Or when sounding like a as in way or neighbor. Is that understood? So it's as simple as that. These are called as rhyming mnemonics. Similarly, in 11th class, I will always confuse between cyanate and cyanide. So cyanate, I ate, means you can eat cyanate, but cyanide, I died. So cyanide is extremely poisonous, while cyanate is not. Similarly, rainbows in the morning, travelers take warning. Rainbow at night, travelers delight. See, if you see a rainbow in the morning, what is happening is rainbow is equals to humid air. So morning rainbow is seen in the west. That is, it is generally the direction of storm and so appears before bad weather. So what rainbow if seen in morning is travelers take warning, while evening rainbow is in east. So usually indicate passing of stormy weather. So rainbow at night, travelers delight. So they are rhyming mnemonics. So these are all the type of mnemonics which there are. Make sure first of all, do not use similar mnemonics from the same category. That is, do not use acronyms all the time, do not use the same imagination all the time. You have to mix them between them, and you have to use them often, not like once in a 6 months. You have to use them on a daily basis. Push yourself hard. This is a very unorthodox type of study. You need to become comfortable with the uncomfortable. Comfortable with uncomfortable is the key to success. So this is how you will succeed, man. So use them often, not once in a while. Then the most important thing, make your own mnemonics. You all have brains, you all have mind. Each and every one of you is capable of making awesome mnemonics. Trust me, I thought that I am a complete loser or a failure when it comes to mnemonics. But for past 4 or 5 years, I am utilizing them like anything, and I make my mnemonics myself. Then combine different mnemonics. That is, always use imagination plus acronyms plus visualization plus connections plus rhyming. You can use all the type of mnemonics. There is no problem whatsoever, and it has to be complementing and supplementing along with your traditional learning. So that was it about mnemonics. So the only message I want to give is, let your imagination run wild. Please do not be afraid to think. You all are geniuses. You all have hidden potentials inside you, and I just want to say is, unleash the beast inside you. It's a sleeping and you have not given it enough opportunity, but today is the time to go and let your imagination run wild. So anyway, if you like the videos, if you like what I am doing here, do spread the word. If you want me to make another video on memory aids, please like the video, all the videos which you watch on the YouTube channel, and also comment here only, and also on Facebook page, that is romansani.official and Unacademy. So is that understood? So spread it like a wildfire, because it's time for a little revolution in education. And thank you for watching the video. This is the channel Unacademy. Any query, ping me here. To like the video and tweet to me at my Roman handle. Have an awesome day.